A fourth down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. A turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Quandre Diggs on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Packers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And goal.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on fourth and goal, but they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone.
That's all you got.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
First down.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Packers 6, Seahawks nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
40-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
41-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Incomplete.
Wilson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson will throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. He only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Seattle.
On first down, Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wilson now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Preston Smith on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Wilson to throw on third down. And he's got Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And long.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Alan Lazard. Incomplete. Brings up
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
The onside kick.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kicking off for Seattle.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 15 yards on the play, first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go back to the ground with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
23 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Number 16.
Tyler Lockett. 67 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded in the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo? I thought they'd be the AFC East front-runners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
At the Packers' 10-yard line.
Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers steps away to his left. Now he'll pull. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers is going to float this one deep right side. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and now he'll tuck it and run. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. No. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defense.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 27, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Just like that. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie. Go down. What you got, Hattie?
On second down, Wilson.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seattle.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's second down.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll try the left side. Carson, room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold,